Hey, what's up? Alright, this is Deptford from Wrestling Forums. There has to be another way to say that name. Deptford. 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 That's how you say it. It's my own username. But, I don't say much. I'm not just trying to stun off this Goldberg t-shirt and be like, because this is a pretty anti-wrestling forum rant. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, power wrestlers. What's up? Goldberg was the man. There, he was next to Austin in Monday Night Wars. Fuck you if you don't think Goldberg did anything. Or isn't. Credible wrestler. That's fucking stupid. But that's besides the point. I'm here to talk about Daniel Bryan and how he and all his neckbeard fucking fan base have ruined my experience on Wrestling Forum. And you know what? It's a forum board, but it's what I do when I'm bored. Okay? And I'm just at the point now where I'm getting tired of getting nagged for every single thing that I post. I'm scrolling through all of it right now. Like, y'all dumb. Y'all real dumb. Okay. I'm gonna scroll through my post here real fast. Alright, and see what exactly I got nagged for and let you guys know that, sound like such a fucking just like, yeah guys, I'm gonna tell you what I got negative reputation for. No, but like really, like it gets kind of old and like I don't really care about my reputation more so than I do the ignorance and just like 12-year-old mentality that Wrestling Forum has turned into because it's become overrun by people that love Daniel Bryan. There's no reason to love Daniel Bryan. There's no reason at all. I've understood the hype for every single other overrated wrestler on this forum board. Understand it. Cody Rhodes, he wore a mask and he hit Rey Mysterio with it at WrestleMania 27 or something, 26, and that was kind of cool. Understand, you're still obsessed with him. Whatever, not my problem. Dolph Ziggler, he still is really good. He looks kind of cool and shit. Understand that, not my problem. I'm not gonna deny it. He's like a good seller, like whatever. Who else do people like on here? Roman Reigns. Wait, no, he's pretty universally hated on here, but good wrestler. Yeah. So obviously he's universally hated. Seth Rollins, not the biggest fan of Seth, but he's fucking awesome. So understand, but people aren't like obsessed with him either. Who else has been like a big dude? Punk, yeah, understand, but Bryan, like nothing there at all, like absolutely nothing. I don't understand. Are we watching the same show? Are you seeing what I see? Like, I don't understand. There is not enough hate for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, fuck the yes movement. I'll get into this shit later, maybe if I feel like it. Let's go down to my comments and see what I got next for saying. Someone said, flying goat bros, because Ambrose goes through the middle turnbuckle and flies. And, obviously they're saying greatest of all time and mixing it with Ambrose's name, but my hatred that spews for this vegan piece of shit just kind of got the better of me. I thought they were talking about the flying goat, because that's what he trademarked. That's his creative output, is to call himself a goat. So, not my problem that that's what I thought about when I see goat now. Said, kills me to see Bryan D mentioned in the same sentence. Blah, blah, blah. It was a joke. People got it. People responded to me in a joking fashion. Responded back in a joking fashion. Okay. Let's see. 7 eggs for it. Woo! Okay. What else? How come Cena gets hated while Bryan is loved for the same act? Good question. OP probably is banned from the forum now. First off, they do have the same act. the main argument in this thread happened to be that Daniel Bryan hasn't been in the WWE for 10 years, so how can he have the same act as Cena? You can be in the WWE one day or 10 years and have an act, and it can be the same as Cena. They are both characterless. Both of their gimmicks is that they can wrestle. That's it. Cena's gimmick is that he wins and can wrestle. You know, Bryan's not quite there yet, but Bryan's gimmick is that he can wrestle and wins most of the time, unless he's getting screwed over. So, you know, they're not booked the same. They're booked the same. I don't know what else to tell you. There's not really an argument for that. They're booked the same. 4 words. I don't know any other words to express what is actually happening on the TV screen in front of you. Okay, I said look at their WrestleMania match from WrestleMania 30. He broke his neck and came back in and won 2 world titles. And that's just okay, evidently, but, people are like, that was one match. Well, he was doing gauntlet matches in, like, August and stuff like that, too. Like, he has been, like, booked really strong for a really long time. But WWE has been booking him really strong for a really long time because of you fucks and your inability to shut the fuck up. He ruined Batista's return. Batista. You guys ruined his return for Daniel Bryan. You got him in 2 matches at WrestleMania. Oh my god. Where he beat Triple H clean. That wasn't enough. And he was in the main event with Randy Orton and Batista. Basically the 2 guys behind Cena in the number 1 spot in the company. Like the only 2 like legitimate guys that had a chance at it. Beat them clean with a broken neck. But he's not booked strong. Only time he loses is when he gets screwed over. Fuck you guys, you're fucking dumb. That's one match. One time for Daniel Bryan versus how many for Cena? First of all, it's not one match. It's been like a whole year in the making. Or it was. And also, the Cena argument's invalid. Your point is invalid. You are a cunt. But, also, I'm not shooting about Daniel Bryan's neck injury, his actual neck injury. I'm talking about when they carried him out on a stretcher at WrestleMania before he got a neck injury. That's kind of ironic, though. Okay. Anyways, let's go through my other posts on here. You know, like, it's just, the forum has become just contaminated with fat-ass pieces of shit jacking off to this guy botching a crossface. What is wrong with you people? Now, my thing that I do when I'm bored and want to be brainless is ruined by T.I. laughing images and Batista middle finger images and endless threads about how Daniel Bryan can go in the ring. Daniel Bryan not only ruined WWE, he ruined the forum board too. Fuck Daniel Bryan. And everybody's buying into it. What is wrong with you people? Okay, WrestleMania 30. How does it rank with you? I'm going to tell them how I liked WrestleMania 30. 4 months later, how does it resonate with you? It's still shit to me. Bryan wrestling the opening and closing match for WrestleMania is a dog shit WrestleMania. Talentless fuck opening and closing a WrestleMania. Not a good WrestleMania. I like the opening of the WrestleMania. I like Hulk, Rock, and Austin coming out and whatever. That's a kind of WrestleMania moment. The streak ending was like holy shit for like a couple minutes, you know. So like the match wasn't good, but like that happened. So that's a WrestleMania moment. Orton and Batista were believable in the main event. You know, they put on a good performance. Daniel Bryan was just fucking overbooked and shit. Like, you know, did you really enjoy watching him in that match? That was fucking horrible. Also, also, there was like a couple cool entrances. Like they actually like got a band to play like Orton's like music, and Wyatt's entrance was cool. And the video package for the Shriek match was like a really fucking good video package. But the thing is, when I'm putting video packages as some of the best moments in that WrestleMania, it's a dog shit WrestleMania. Okay, and I'm not putting matches up there in it. Fuck that WrestleMania. Neg, neg, neg. Cena on the WWE 2K15 cover ahead of Bryan. Why? Okay, first of all, I'm going to go neg this OP real quick. Second of all, I probably made the most valid point anyone has ever heard. Why would you want Daniel Bryan on the cover of a multi-billion-dollar franchised video game? The guy looks like a piece of shit. Do you want to be taken less seriously as a wrestling fan than you already are? Do you want to look more like a jackass when you're paying $50 for that game to the person behind the counter at GameStop? Evidently you do. John Cena at least looks like a wrestler. That's all I can say. You know, like, Daniel Bryan on the cover of a video game by 2K Sports. Negged out the ass for that comment. You know, he's a piece of shit wrestler. Like, I get that you're a wrestling fan, okay? But, like, he has never been able to sell his character or have a sentient thought in his head of creativity. Okay? Like, Punk on the cover, I didn't have a problem with. Even though he particularly doesn't look like a wrestler, as a wrestling fan, I know deep down that Punk could sell himself as a wrestler. In his promos, in his ad-lib, in his, you know, just in the way he carried himself. He carried himself like he was legitimately the best wrestler in the world. And while he may not have been, and while he may not have had any muscle mass at all, you believed, listening to him, you knew that he was the best in the world. And he had creative ideas. How many different storylines was he in? The Straight Edge Society, the Summer of Punk, the shit with just all kinds of people. Like a different storyline for like every different feud he had. Wow, who could have thought of that idea? And that's something Bryan doesn't do. His gimmick in every wrestling company that he has been in is that he can wrestle. God. I don't even know what to compare that to. There's nothing as bad to compare that to. Oh, Yeah, I want to be in your fucking hardcore punk band because I know a scale on the guitar. And that's going to be my pitch to you for being in it. No. Fuck that. Fuck that guy. Fuck you. That's the guy who Daniel Bryan fucking is to this company. That's what Daniel Bryan is to this company. Okay? And if you can't see that, fuck you too. Literally, watch his ROH stuff. He can do amazing everything. No, he fucking can't. He wasn't that good in ROH. Literally, almost everybody that's wrestling for ROH now is better than Daniel Bryan was. He's not that good of a wrestler, and he is... And there is not one thing that runs through that stupid fucking head of his. He has no idea for the business at all. Nothing. Like, nothing. But that's awesome with you guys. This guy will be the death of pro wrestling. Mark my words, Deptford said this in his video that's going to get like 50 views on YouTube. Death of pro wrestling, Daniel fucking Bryan. Okay. And you know, I got negged like 3 times for that. I got negged for just talking because the Bryan marks now follow me around and neg me on the forum. So, you know, that's obviously just like fun to interact with or whatever. You know, I can't even say anything of any thought other than saying that Bryan can go in the ring. First of all, no, he fucking can't. Never fucking could. kind of can. You're supposed to be able to be in a wrestling business. You know, should I praise a guy that's in a wrestling business for being able to wrestle? Fuck no. Just because Cena doesn't really showcase any moves that he can. I don't know if he can do more moves than he has in his matches, but yeah, I mean, he's pretty shitty. But like, just because Daniel Bryan's better than that doesn't mean anything to me at all. You know, would you put Daniel Bryan ahead of Stone Cold just because Daniel Bryan can wrestle better? Well, that's what you're fucking doing. So, you know, just fuck the bullshit, man. That's what it comes down to. Just fuck the bullshit, you know. There needs to be some shit against this guy. There needs to be some backlash. He needs to stay the fuck away from this business because it's a whole hell of a lot better without him there going yes, yes, yes every single week and screaming and looking like a fucking. I get that it's wrestling and it's a little outrageous of a business, but like, okay, like, oh, here's a comment on one of the negative responses that I got because I said something bad about Bryan and they know that I like Dean Ambrose. I'm sure your mentally retarded ass thinks the guy who throws fake world punches is good. T.I. laugh. Fake world star punches. Yeah, I said world star. First of all, you don't know shit about world star hip hop if you're dissing it as being not hardcore as fuck, because that world star hip hop is hardcore as fuck. And second off, you're dissing me for liking a guy who throws fake punches. Wrestling is fake. I don't know how to put that to you. Like, your guy throws fake kicks and botches a crossface, you know, and he doesn't, and at least my guy fucking toned the fuck up whenever he got into the WWE, you know, at least he got in fucking shape like shit, you know. You think Bryan would at least do some shit other than fucking grow his beard out 6 feet long and call every one of his moves, name every one of his moves yes or no or goat or some bullshit. And like, if you think he doesn't have creative control over that, you're fucking dead wrong. He has creative control over everything that he puts out. Okay, Chris Jericho on his podcast said I had creative control over every shirt that was made for me. Daniel Bryan's making his shirt. It's because he is literally, he does not have a mind for this business, okay? Straight up. If he does, I haven't seen it. On my TV screen, I have not seen it. But yeah, I'd rather root for the guy who throws punches like he's on World Star Hip Hop than root for the guy who kicks people and says yes. But Bryan's edgy because one time he faced Dean Ambrose and said, "I'm gonna kick your fucking head in." Good shit. The most creative thing to ever come out of that guy's mouth was to say a cuss word when he was mad at somebody. And you know why he was able to do that? And you know why it flew? Because Dean Ambrose shot on his ass for like 7 promos straight and just destroyed everything about him and destroyed the promos and fucking melted the fucking ring down in that match. That's why I can't have a good face without a good heel. So, you know, fuck independent Daniel Bryan, and definitely fuck WWE Daniel Bryan. So, you know, that's it, man. I might do a review on Raw next week, you know, because there's actually stuff I can review now that this piece of shit is gone. And I missed a review last week, but that's because I was sick. It's not like anybody watches these videos anyways. So, yeah, that's it for now. Peace out. I'm Deptford. Hit me up on here. You know, if you have a similar mindset to me, and, you know, we'll chill or some shit or make videos and give shout outs to each other. I don't fucking know, man. Anyways, peace out.